In this series, we will take a look at the effects of aging on the body. Let's start with the nervous system. The brain and nervous system are your body's central control center. They control your body's movements, senses, thoughts, and memories, and they also help control the organs such as your heart and bowels. Nerves are the pathways that carry signals to and from your brain and the rest of your body. The spinal cord is the bundle of nerves that runs from your brain down the center of your back. Nerves extend out from the spinal cord to every part of your body. Aging changes and their effects on the nervous system. As you age, your brain and nervous system go through natural changes. Your brain and spinal cord lose nerve cells and weight. Nerve cells may begin to pass messages more slowly than in the past. Waste products can collect in brain tissue as nerve cells break down. This can cause abnormal changes in the brain called plaques and tangles to form. A fatty brown pigment can also build up in nerve tissue. Breakdown of nerves can affect your senses. You might have reduced or lost reflexes or sensation. This leads to problems with movement and safety. Slowing of thought, memory, and thinking is a normal part of aging. These changes are not the same in everyone. Some people have many changes in their nerves and brain tissue. Others have few changes. These changes are not always related to the effects on your ability to think. Abnormal changes. Dementia and severe memory loss are not a normal part of aging. They can be caused by brain diseases such as Alzheimer's disease, which doctors believe is associated with plaques and tangles forming in the brain and the buildup of lipofuscin. Delirium is sudden confusion that leads to changes in thinking and behavior. It is often due to illnesses that are not related to the brain. Infection can cause an older person to become severely confused. Certain medicines can also cause this. Thinking and behavior problems can also be caused by poorly controlled diabetes. Rising and falling blood sugar levels can interfere with thought. Talk with your healthcare provider if you have any changes in memory, thought, or your ability to perform a task. Seek medical help right away if these symptoms occur suddenly or along with other symptoms. A change in thinking, memory, or behavior is important if it is different from your normal pattern or it affects your lifestyle. Some steps that will help to boost the nervous system are: exercise your mind daily, exercise your body daily, and add omega-3s to your diet. Now let's take a look at the effects of aging on your brain. At around 3 pounds in weight, the human brain is a staggering feat of engineering with around 100 billion neurons interconnected via trillions of synapses. Throughout our lifetime, our brain changes more than any other part of our body. From the moment the brain begins to develop in the 3rd week of gestation to old age, its complex structures and functions are changing, networks and pathways connecting and severing. During the first few years of life, a child's brain forms more than 1 million new neural connections every second. The size of the brain increases 4-fold in the preschool period and by age 6 reaches around 90% of adult volume. The frontal lobes, the area of the brain responsible for executive functions such as planning, working memory, and impulse control, are among the last areas of the brain to mature, and they may not be fully developed until 35 years of age. As we age, all our body systems gradually decline, including the brain. Slips of the mind are associated with getting older. People often experience those same slight memory lapses in their 20s and yet did not give it a second thought. Older individuals often become anxious about memory slips due to the link between impaired memory and Alzheimer's disease. However, Alzheimer's and other dementias are not a part of the normal aging process. Some examples of natural aging include short-term memory loss, loss of mental function, such as difficulty learning something new. Committing new information to memory can take longer. Multitasking. Slowed processing can make processing and planning parallel tasks more difficult. Recalling names and numbers. Strategic memory that helps memory of names and numbers begins to decline at age 20. Remembering appointments. Without cues to recall the information, appointments can be put safely in storage and then not accessed unless the memory is jogged. While some studies show that 1/3 of older people struggle with declarative memory, other studies indicate that 1/5 of 70-year-olds perform cognitive tests just as well as their 20-year-old counterparts. Let's look at some steps to help minimize the effects of aging on the brain. Healthy weight and diet. Use mental skills daily. Avoid drug and alcohol abuse. Hydrate daily, consuming 8 glasses of water. Nurture happiness. Embrace change. Manage stress. Avoid inflammation. Stay connected. Balance hormones and live with meaning. Section 2. Habits and Principles. Regular exercise is a great way to minimize the effects of aging. Some suggestions would be: exercise 25 minutes each day. Participate in aerobic exercise and weight-bearing exercise. Aim for 10,000 steps per day. Let's look at some of the benefits of exercise. Most of us know that if we are going to have a lean, healthy, strong body, exercise is the key. Not all people know that the benefits of exercise reach far beyond weight loss and strength. Some of the benefits include happiness, intelligence, reduced risk of heart disease, diabetes, and cancer, reduced stress, anti-aging benefits, reduced risk of depression, improved learning, increased self-esteem and body image. Exercise helps to create euphoria and reduces the risk of Alzheimer's. John Ratey, author of Spark, The Revolutionary New Science of Exercise and the Brain, says exercise is the single best thing you can do for your brain in terms of mood, memory, and learning. Even 10 minutes of activity changes your brain. Chemicals in our brain like serotonin, dopamine, and norepinephrine are stimulated during exercise and naturally reduce stress. Studies from the University of California show that women who exercised an average of 45 minutes over a 3-day time period had cells that showed fewer signs of aging than those of inactive women. The study co-author, Alyssa Eppel, says that by altering blood flow to those areas in the brain involved in triggering us to relive these stressful thoughts again and again, we don't dwell on them. A 2010 study found that 3 yoga sessions a week boosted levels of GABA in the brain, improving anxiety and mood. Research shows that sustained high-intensity activity can reduce symptoms of depression just as effectively as antidepressants. Be sure to use exercise to complement, not replace treatment for depression. Let's explore some exercise basics. Strength endurance is the ability to repeatedly produce higher levels of force for prolonged periods of time. Flexibility is the normal extensibility of all soft tissues that allow the full range of motion of a joint. Muscular endurance is the ability to produce and maintain relatively low levels of force over prolonged periods of time. Stability is the ability of the kinetic chain's stabilizing muscles to provide optimal dynamic joint stabilization and maintain correct posture during all movements. Exercise and fun. 4 ways to make exercise fun. Many people dread exercise. They think it is hard and uncomfortable. Oprah even made it mainstream when she admitted she hates to exercise and has to force herself to do it. Exercise does not have to be something you dread. With the right mindset, you may even look forward to it. Here are 4 simple ways to make exercise fun. Change your definition of fun. Most people who dislike exercise think it should be easy. The exertion, struggle, and achy muscles are a turnoff, but whoever said fun means easy? Think of watching horror movies. Some people love to watch those terror-filled films. They think it is fun when their hearts pound, the anxiety mounts, and they jump from fear. Or think of riding a roller coaster. Being strapped into the hard plastic seat with the thick bars pressing down on your shoulders is not much fun, but the anticipation when you slowly roll up and knowing you are going to rocket down at top speed builds your excitement. If someone were to explain a horror movie, it most likely would not sound like fun. The same thing is true of riding a roller coaster, but millions of people love them both. Fun comes in many forms. To enjoy exercise, all you have to do is change your definition of fun. Wear appropriate clothes. When we are dissatisfied with our bodies, the temptation is to dress in baggy t-shirts and loose sweatpants. We throw on any old pair of ratty tennis shoes and slump our way through class or trudge along on the treadmill. When we hide behind our clothes, we feel even worse. We develop the mindset that we are not worth looking or feeling good. It is hard to stay motivated and enjoy yourself when all you want to do is hide. Putting on a clean, regular-sized t-shirt and wearing shorts or sweatpants that fit helps connect your mind to your body. You become a participant rather than an outside observer of others. The correct fitness shoes support your feet and energize your legs. Yoga pants make everyone's butt look good and flatter all body types. Put on some great exercise clothes and observe your reaction to the thought of taking a class or going to the gym. Your mood and sense of anticipation will improve greatly. Bar. Work out with a partner. Working out on your own works well because you can pop in a DVD and get some exercise when it fits your schedule. You don't have to worry about how you look or whether you have to take a break when things get too difficult. The problem with working out alone is you have to motivate yourself. You have to have strong willpower and follow through with your plan. There is no one to back you up. Working out with a partner keeps you in line. If your partner managed to get up early and come to the designated meeting spot, you can too. You don't want to let the other person down. When they feel like sitting on the couch and eating ice cream, you can encourage them to work out with you and vice versa. The two of you can still work out at home. You just need enough floor space so you don't crash into each other. There is a great website called Yoga Glow that is a monthly membership site like Netflix. For a small monthly fee, you gain access to hundreds of yoga and meditation classes of varying lengths and difficulties. You and your partner can log into Yoga Glow and energize each other to get a great workout. Yoga is a great workout for those who dislike exercise because they think it has to be all masculine, power crunches, and sweaty treadmill running. Yoga uses your own body weight to build long, lean muscles, and it relaxes your mind and relieves stress while building up oxygen in your system. Anticipate the endorphins. During exercise, your body releases endorphins, which are polypeptides that control pain, stress, and cravings for chocolate or alcohol, and make you feel good. There is a term, a runner's high, because a runner releases endorphins, which cause euphoria and the feeling of being high. Your body feels lighter and you get a rush. Just like people turn to caffeine to wake up without necessarily loving the taste of black coffee, people can turn to exercise, anticipating the endorphins and knowing in just 20 minutes they are going to be feeling really good. You can change your mindset from dreading exercise. If you wear the proper clothing, change your definition of pleasure, and anticipate the endorphins, you can learn to see the fun in exercise. The bar method will give you a dancer's body. The bar method is a workout that was designed by a former dancer. Using isometrics, body weight, balance, and light weights, the bar method sculpts the long, lean muscles of a dancer. While the exercises are isometric, they also offer an aerobic workout through short bursts of energy. The bar method targets the large muscles of the body, which helps to sculpt the muscles into the long, lean, toned look. The only bar exercise to incorporate physical therapists in its design, the bar method is safe and effective. Each exercise uses stretching and elongating in the movement. What to expect in a bar method class. 1. A 1-hour total body workout. 2. Start with a warm-up, free weight exercises, mostly using light weights, and push-ups. 3. Leg and rear exercises utilizing the bar. 4. Abdominal work different from regular crunches because you use the bar as well as the mat. And 5. Stretching throughout the exercises as well as the end to set the muscles. The bar method is an excellent overall workout. Many people have resculpted their bodies to have flat abdominals, lean triceps, and long, firmed quadriceps. These celebrities rave about the bar method. Drew Barrymore, Kelly Osbourne, Natalie Portman, Madonna, Zooey Deschanel, and Kelly Ripa. Hit. There's a persistent misunderstanding about exercise. It generally goes like this. The more time you put into it, the more you get out of it. It seems to make sense on the surface. After all, on the popular TV weight loss shows, we see people working out for 4 to 6 hours a day or more. The fact of the matter is, when it comes to exercise, more isn't better. In fact, more is less. And this isn't just my opinion. This is something that has been proven over and over again in scientific studies. In one study published in the scientific journal Metabolism, researchers discovered that people who performed intense interval training for 20 to 30 minutes burned 3 times more body fat than people who exercised twice as long but at a lower intensity level. So we see that there is a compelling scientific case to be made for working out for less time and with greater intensity. There's also the factor of practicality. What I've seen in the real world over the past couple decades with helping people make exercise and fitness a part of their lifestyle is that if people are expected to do hours of exercise a day, very few will stick with it long term. The 4 key factors for every good workout plan. 1. Consistency. Workouts only work if we do them consistently. Basic plans are best and increase compliance. The 5 to 25 method is basic and smart. You can do it at home or at the gym. You don't need any fancy equipment. 2. Intensity. Our workout sessions offer a wonderful opportunity to train the mind's ability to recognize more of our potential. Far too many people approach exercise the way they do the rest of their lives, which is with little passion or intensity and a lot of false, limiting beliefs about what they're capable of. The 5 to 25 workouts must be intense. 3. Efficiency. We want the most benefit in the least amount of time. My 5 to 25 plan delivers just that. I guarantee that each 25-minute workout will produce a greater fat-burning effect and help improve cardiovascular fitness more than most 2-hour exercise sessions. And 4. Sustainability. People who get healthy and stay healthy are the ones who stick with it for the long term. Yes, some people might be able to dedicate many hours a day to exercise for a short period of time, but it's not sustainable. The 5 to 25 plan is very realistic and most everyone can fit it into their daily schedule, no matter how busy they are. It's also safe and it produces motivating results in terms of fat loss and muscle strength, while it gives you increased energy throughout the day. Walking. Researchers at the Harvard School of Public Health found that walking half an hour a day cut the overall risk of heart disease by 18%. In a study of the benefits of walking for people with diabetes, the Center for Disease Control and Prevention found that just 2 hours of walking per week can reduce the risk of death from heart disease by 34%. Enjoy your walk. Walk with a friend. Walk with music. Listen to a class or self-improvement audio while you are walking. If you're worried about how brisk walking might affect your health, talk with your doctor before you start a walking program. Start with a short-term goal. For example, walk for 5 or 10 minutes every day, or increase your number of steps by 300 to 500 each day. After you've made walking a habit, set a longer-term goal. You may want to set a goal of walking briskly for at least 30 minutes a day or working up to 10,000 steps a day. You can try to do this 5 days a week or more. You can wear a pedometer to track your steps each day. To stay motivated, find a walking partner, such as a family member, friend, or coworker. Daily dog walks are also a great way to keep up your walking routine. Running. Running can be even more effective than walking if you can do it safely. In the Harvard study, people who ran at least 1 hour per week cut their risks of heart disease by 42%. High-intensity aerobic exercise such as running has been associated with improvements in a wide range of cardiovascular risk factors, including physical fitness, increased HDL, decreased blood pressure, and decreased inflammation, says Frank Hu, MD from the Harvard School of Public Health. For many of us, body and soul unite in running. It strengthens the body at the same time that it soothes the soul. Walk before you run. Start out slow and make a plan. Think about what is realistic for you right now and what your goal is. If you know where you are and where you want to be, it is always so much easier to get there. Start out with a 5K before you sign up for a half marathon. Unless you are very athletic and have recently been in an intense program, start out with a walk-run plan. Set your goal for 4 times a week or about 20 or 30 minutes each. Where to run. If your knees are bad or you are just starting out, don't run on the street. Start someplace soft and smooth. Don't run along the road either because one little dip can cause foot or ankle injury. Choose a treadmill, a rubber track, a well-kept track with chips to soften. And if you can't do that, at least choose blacktop over cement. Let's look at a sample running schedule provided by Runner's World. Week 1. Run 2 minutes, walk 4 minutes. Complete this 5 times. Week 2. Run 3 minutes, walk 3 minutes. Complete 5 times. Week 3. Run 5 minutes, walk 2.5 minutes. Complete this 4 times. Week 4. Run 7 minutes, walk 3 minutes. Complete for 3 cycles. Week 5. Run 8 minutes, walk 2 minutes. Complete for 3 cycles. Week 6. Run 9 minutes, walk 2 minutes. Complete 2 cycles and then run 8 minutes. Week 7. Run 9 minutes, walk 1 minute. Complete for 3 cycles. Week 8. Run 13 minutes, walk 2 minutes. Complete for 2 cycles. Week 9. Run 14 minutes, walk 1 minute. Complete 2 cycles. If you feel good this week, move on to week 10. If not, repeat week 9 until you feel good. And finally, week 10. Run 30 minutes. If you are running for weight loss, try HIIT or high intensity interval training. It is very easy to do this, and the glory is the same formula works for everyone. 2 minutes walking, 2 minutes jogging, and 1 minute running. Complete this for 5 cycles. It always takes 25 minutes. You walk at your own pace, you jog at your own pace, and then you run as hard as you can at your own level. Each time you perform 25 minutes of HIIT, your endurance improves and you step it up a level. Where you start today will not be the same place as the person next to you, and you will improve at your own pace. Running safety. Get a medical exam before beginning a running program. Don't try to train through an injury. You must take time off to seek medical advice or to recover. Dress appropriately. If you are running in the dark, wear something people can see. If it is cold, wear warm layers. If it is hot, wear sunblock, sunglasses, a cap, and light clothing. Don't run in worn-out shoes or the wrong style of shoes. Tell someone where you are running, what time you started, and what time you expect to return. Stretch before and after your workout. Don't expect drivers to watch out for you. Run facing traffic and do not cross an intersection without making eye contact with a driver and proceeding cautiously. Run with a partner when possible. Don't wear headphones that cancel out noise when you are running outside. Be aware of what is happening around you. Run in populated areas. If you don't have a partner, carry self-defense spray or run with a dog. Beyond beginner. Avoid hills when you first start out. You will probably be ready for them about the time you are ready to speed up. When you do start running hills, start out slowly. Hills are good for you because they build both cardiovascular and muscular strength. They have a mental advantage as they help to ward off boredom. Uphill and downhill running can be a challenge. Start out with small rolling hills and build up to the big hills later. Grassy hills that are a little softer are better to start off on than concrete. When you are ready to run your first race, start out local and laid back. There are fun runs that are about 2 miles, 5Ks, 10Ks, half, and full marathons. Start off with the fun run and move up. Pay attention to the course and choose one that is flat. Choose a run during a comfortable season when you can expect reasonable weather that will not add difficulty. Try a time that is not too hot and humid or cold. Find a friend or a group of friends to run with. That will add to the fun. Start off slow in the run. You can always pick up the pace. Sometimes that is hard to do because there is so much excitement and adrenaline in the air. Be careful. It is a lot easier to slow down than to finish a race when you have already run out of steam. Have fun. Yoga. Yoga may help reduce the risk of heart disease by decreasing cholesterol levels, lowering blood pressure, and by reducing stress and anxiety. In one study, researchers in India followed people with heart disease. At the end of 1 year, people who practiced a yoga-based lifestyle, including dietary changes and stress management, found an overall drop in their total cholesterol of 23% and a decreased LDL cholesterol of 26%, and an improvement in their heart disease overall between 43 and 70%. Yoga can prove to be a powerful exercise tool in the aging process, as it not only challenges the muscles and is easy on your joints, but also helps with balance and proprioception, which also tend to decrease with age. Weight training. Weight training more than 30 minutes per week decreased heart disease risk by 23% in the Harvard study. Weight training can help lower high blood pressure, improve cholesterol levels, and help control blood sugar levels, says Dr. Hu. By increasing lean muscle tissue and decreasing fat tissue in the body, it may also help boost your metabolism to help you maintain a healthy weight. How much do you need to do? Perhaps not as much as you think. Weight-bearing exercise, even if it is just body weight, is imperative as age increases due to its effectiveness in helping to prevent osteopenia and osteoporosis through increasing and preserving bone density. We usually recommend doing 8 to 10 different kinds of weightlifting exercises, says Barry Franklin, PhD, a spokesperson for the American Heart Association. Although 3 sets of 8 to 12 repetitions per exercise has traditionally been prescribed, research shows that people who do just 1 set of 8 to 10 repetitions of each exercise experience improvements in muscle strength and endurance similar to improvements experienced by those who do 3 sets of each exercise. You get the biggest bang for your buck just by doing the first set, and you can do this entire exercise regimen in just 10 to 12 minutes. The following upper body weights chart will get you started. For best results, make a plan to rotate these with lower body strength training 3 times per week. You may do 3 sets of 12 of 2 of each muscle group, or the old body for lifestyle of 12, 10, 8, 6, 12, 12, or 2 of each muscle group. Try increasing your weight on each set, but don't sacrifice form. Never do the same muscle group within 24 hours of each workout. The muscles strengthen as they repair and need the rest. And here is the lower body weights chart. Pair this together with the upper body weights and you will have a great start to your weight training. Rebounder. Gentle exercising on the mini trampoline. It releases endorphins and other hormones. It stimulates and exercises every cell in the body at the same time. It stimulates muscle tone and strength, increases flexibility, oxygenates the blood, improves circulation, helps to release toxins, and stimulates the lymphatic system. You can set the rebounder up in the living room and bounce and watch television at the same time. Try turning on music and bouncing. Zumba. Zumba is a Latin-inspired dance-style fitness workout that started in 2001. The story behind the style is that the creator, Beto Perez, went to teach an aerobics class in Miami and forgot to bring his music, so he taught the class using his own personal playlist of Latin music. The Zumba style of fitness was born. Zumba is now taught in over 150 countries in all types of fitness facilities, from YMCAs to karate studios and Gold's gyms. Zumba is a fun, effective workout that does not require prior dance experience. The instructor dances in front of the class, changing the routine to each song. The moves are repeated and the students follow along. There is no stopping the music and counting out the steps before each song. The music moves along at a fast pace and the students do the best they can to pick up the steps and join in. The music is Latin-based with a quick beat. The moves consist of hip shaking and shimmying with hints of hip-hop thrown in. One cannot be shy or inhibited during Zumba. Naturally, the instructors make each move look easy, while the rest of the class fumbles about, stiff-legged and offbeat. The reason Zumba is fun is because there is no pressure to get it right. The main focus is on fun. The instructors encourage you to move your body, swing your hips, and enjoy the music. Everyone looks a bit silly, so you will not be noticed. Rarely is the class on the same beat or even lifting the same arm. One thing to be careful of while doing Zumba is the amount of pivoting on one foot. If you have bad knees, be sure to wear shoes that will slide on the floor or take off your sneakers and dance in your socks. Also, look out for Zumba Gold classes that are specifically designed for the active aging. The students work out in everything from form-fitting yoga gear to loose t-shirts and cargo pants. You do not need any special equipment, just plenty of water to rehydrate and a towel to wipe the sweat from your brow. Zumba classes are offered in many locations. Many studios will offer special deals and discounts to new students. You can Google Zumba classes in your area to find local facilities that offer classes. If you are looking for a fun, different way to get in a good workout, you should give Zumba a try. Build your brain. SMART. Researchers at the Center for Brain Health at the University of Texas, Dallas, published a study in the February 2018 issue of the professional journal, Neurobiology of Aging. They looked at the effects of Strategic Memory Advanced Reasoning Training, or SMART, a higher order cognitive training program, on cognitive processing speed and lower order cognitive functions. They found that using higher order approaches such as creative thinking, analysis, critical thinking, decision making, and problem solving improves processing speed and slows down the decline of lower order cognitive functions associated with normal aging, such as memory and comprehension. 57 study participants, normally healthy men and women ranging in age from 56 to 71, were divided into 3 groups: a cognitive training group, a physical exercise group, and a wait-listed group. A physical exercise group was part of the study because aerobic exercise has been linked to changes in the brain that lead to improvements in cognitive processing speed. Over the course of the 12-week study, this group exceeded standard recommendations for getting at least 150 minutes of exercise a week. Those participants who received cognitive training were introduced to SMART strategies in hourly, once-a-week sessions over the course of 12 weeks, and encouraged to use these strategies while performing mental tasks throughout each day. They also received additional relevant homework assignments. SMART strategies included filtering information to reduce the amount of stimulation coming in at one time, excluding non-essential details, blocking distractions, applying information to familiar, real-life situations, and developing alternative perspectives and solutions. Simple exercises included reading an article and deleting unimportant or irrelevant information, rewriting information in their own words, and given a problematic set of circumstances, coming up with creative and alternative solutions. Participants would then discuss how these strategies could be applied to real-life everyday situations. Using these strategies, study participants learn to focus their attention while eliminating irrelevant information, interpret information in a broader context, find multiple ways to approach mental tasks, and minimize their fear of failure or the unknown. In this study, higher order cognitive training was significantly more effective at improving processing speed than aerobic exercise, which has long been associated with improved processing speed and cognition. In fact, fMRIs used throughout the study indicated a decrease in processing time in both the exercise and wait-listed groups. The researchers point out, however, that brain imaging studies from previous studies have found that it could take a year for cognitive changes associated with exercise to show up in older men and women. As is the case with all early research, however, larger clinical studies are necessary to confirm the more immediate brain-boosting potential of higher-order cognitive training. Laughter. Laughter makes us feel good and has real therapeutic properties. A study at Johns Hopkins shows that laughter, when used with teaching, improves memory, learning, and test scores. When the left brain hears a joke, the right brain is activated when they get the joke, and then the whole brain activity creates optimal mental and emotional well-being. Health effects of laughter. Laughter replaces your nervous system. It controls blood pressure and heart rhythm. It shifts your thoughts and even your perspective. Laughter relaxes you. It lowers cortisol levels, adrenaline, human growth hormones, and even produces natural pain blockers. Laughter boosts the immune system and is even better when shared. Goal setting. The more control you have over a goal, the better chance you have of attaining it. If you set the goal by the performance of the action rather than the outcome, you will be happier. For example, you might set a goal to finish a 5K, a performance-based goal, rather than to score in the top 10 at the 5K, an outcome-based goal. There are several steps in goal setting. Become aware of a need. Envision the outcome. Set the intention. Focus on the goal. Take action to achieve the goal. And have faith that if you set the intention, focus, and take action, you will reach your goal or the best outcome. Use the goal setting chart to create your own list of goals. Think short-term and long-term. Use the daily journal chart to document the steps you need to take to get closer to not only your goals, but to support and encourage others as they pursue theirs. Use the last two sections of this chart to evaluate how you did today so that you can do better tomorrow. And finally, the truth. We will finish Module 1 with a quote from Jackie Barron. We will finish Module 1 with a quote from health coach Jackie Barron. Just because your chronological age changes, you don't have to age physically or in your heart if you eat a well-balanced diet, exercise regularly, and meditate. Thank you for joining us.